Hi guys, Sarah Issa here from Cleveland, Ohio. If you're not familiar with me, I am an executive consultant with Rodan and Fields dermatologist and a certified medical assistant by trade. I wanted to share with you guys the products that I use with Rodan and Fields and how I got where I am today. And believe it or not, my face is completely naked. I have on no foundation. Who'd have thunk it, right? Quick mascara and I'm out the door. So this was not always like that for me. Rodan and Fields has changed my skin and absolutely transformed it. I could not have dreamed of the complexion that I'm able to maintain today. And that has a lot to do with people's self-esteem. I know my self-esteem was definitely hurting because of my complexion, because that's the first thing that people see is your face, right? Yes. So it gets to the point sometimes to where, the makeup's just not doing it anymore. And I was getting really frustrated because I was spending a lot of money on products that were not delivering what it promised, and it was really starting to tick me off. So by the time I seen, Rodan Fields and came across it, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, like I don't even want to try. You know what? I've had it. Like I'm not spending any more money. Like I was kind of bitter. But after trying and after just 3 weeks, I started with the Unblemished because after I had my fourth child, of course, I don't know, my skin went absolutely nutty. And I had never struggled with acne, so I didn't even know where to start. And going to the dermatologist could be extremely expensive, and I have 4 young children, and that just was not in my budget. Not to mention, when you're making a dermatology appointment, you got to make it like a month and a half in advance. So when I tried Unblemish, it took 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and I was blemish free. And I'm not talking about, just pimples. I'm talking about blackheads. I mean, everything. My skin was amazing. Then, I learned about the reverse, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, people aren't supposed to have freckles? Who'd thunk it, right? Like, I don't know. I just thought that was like, I didn't think that freckles were not supposed to happen. Well, I had tons of freckles, which you could find all of my before and afters on my Facebook page. And holy whoa. So I started using Reverse in the morning, and I was still using my Unblemished at night to maintain my clear complexion because I was struggling with acne issues. And now, as you can tell, after using Reverse for 2 months, I'm freckle free. How great is that? And the bottom line is that nobody is born with freckles. That is sun damage. And that sun damage, when you see a freckle, that's just the tip of the iceberg, or even a brown spot, tip of the iceberg. There's so much more going on underneath the skin. It's crazy. So, that also can trigger some serious health concerns. I mean, as a certified medical assistant, I was like, oh my goodness, like if I don't clean the slate and take care of this sun damage, it could very well turn to skin cancer in, 10, 20 years. So that was definitely a concern of mine too. So now I have been able to clean the slate, and also I continue to use Reverse in the morning, because you maintain that clean slate and you maintain using that SPF on your face that protects you from the sun. It doesn't matter whether it is 90 degrees outside, middle of summer, or if there's 15 million inches of snow and it's the middle of winter. It does not make a difference. The sun is continuously shining, and believe it or not, those rays are continuously hitting your face. So in the wintertime, that's not something that we think of. I know, right? So if you guys have any questions or you want to know more about the products, those aren't the only 2 products that we have, but those are the products that I use. And I just kind of wanted to share my product story with you of how I got to having such, amazing skin. And also we have the the Redefine, which tackles the aging. So not only does it fix it, because it's never too late to fix it and correct it, but it also prevents it, and it's never too early to prevent it, because if you're breathing, you're aging. So we also have the Soothe for sensitive skin, which is just, that's amazing. Now I use the Soothe on my kids. They get real chapped cheeks in the wintertime, and I use steps 2 and 3 on them, and amazing. It literally takes away the redness in 5 minutes, and it's clinically proven to do that. Also, I use it on the butts. Yes, I do. You know, if I can see that they're starting to get a little diaper rash, you know, I have a 1-year-old. I put some step 2 on his butt and he's good as new. So it's really amazing. So it could also be used for rosacea on your face. It could be used for eczema anywhere on the body, including your face. Anybody that just even in general has sensitive skin or that blush or anything like that, it takes care of all of that. So if you guys want to learn more about the products, please, you know, connect with me. I'd love to answer your questions and love to connect with you. I can shoot you an informational email, or we can talk on the phone. You can shoot me a text. My telephone number is 440-487-2371, and my email address is Sarahissa, SARAHISSARF @gmail.com. So I'd love to connect with you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch my video. I appreciate it. And if you're new and you haven't seen the other ones, check them out. There's a couple of demos and some information on the business if that's something that you'd like to hear about. All right, so thank you guys so much again, and you have a wonderful day. Be blessed.